I hear Charles Snow Bunny Barkley calling the black women of the WNBA jealous. He said they're jealous.
It's my word to the family. I know it's been hard, but through it all, man, I promise we gon' ball.
Dr. Umar made his appearance on the Art of Dialogue, and he was going in on Barkley, Sharp, Barnes, and LeBron were defending Clarke. I'm going to play that video right now, and then we're going to debate that.
The situation involving Caitlin Clarke, I believe, is unfortunate for her because she has been relatively modest and quiet since entering the WNBA. I think the problem is that the white power structure and the WNBA has an agenda to make Caitlin Clarke the athletic face of the league. Now, they can make her the marketing face of the league, but it's going to be difficult to make her the athletic face of the league because she is not to the WNBA what LeBron James was to the NBA. And so the problem, as I see it, is the WNBA wants to pass off responsibility for Caitlin Clarke not being the instant athletic phenom they want her to be. They want to pass off that responsibility onto the black women of the WNBA, and it appears that they're trying to push a narrative that says Caitlin Clarke isn't able to maximize her talents on the court because she's being bullied by these much larger black women. There was a game that the Indiana Fever had with Chicago Sky, and Kennedy Carter, I believe is the sister's name, she had shoulder checked Caitlin Clarke to the floor. The referees called a common foul, and the WNBA later upgraded the common foul to a flagrant foul. Well, everybody's up in arms calling Kennedy a bully. She's jealous. The black women of the WNBA are jealous of Caitlin Clarke because she's getting all of this attention. Wait a minute. Time out. Why didn't anyone talk about the play just before the one that led to the shoulder check? Caitlin Clarke went over the head of one of Kennedy Carter's teammates, hit her in the head. The foul was not called. And then on the way back up the court, she proceeded to trash talk the opposing team. So, in any sport, when you foul someone and it's not called, and then you have the audacity to trash talk the other team on your way up the court, paybacks are due. That's in the WNBA, that's in the NBA, that's in college, that's in Little League. What Kennedy Carter did happens all the time in the WNBA, the NBA, college, and other places. But because she's supposed to be the Cinderella of the WNBA, white America took issue with it, and nobody focused on the fact that she started the whole thing. I hear Charles Snow Bunny Barkley calling the black women of the WNBA jealous. He said they're jealous of Caitlin Clarke. And then Snow Bunny Shannon Sharp, he chimes in with the same false criticism, saying that they're jealous of Caitlin Clarke. Nobody's jealous of Caitlin Clarke. No disrespect to her, because I don't think she deserves this, because she hasn't said or done anything that would warrant anybody intentionally pursuing her beyond the fact that a lot of much better players are being overlooked in deference to the white rookie, which I could understandably recognize if you got players who've been in this league for 1 year or more years who are way better than Caitlin Clarke, and they have been overlooked to be the athletic face of the WNBA, and everybody knows why. Because she's the new white girl who they want to be the ambassador for the sport. The problem is she isn't that good enough. And then Matt Barnes, he chimes in again with Snow Bunny Shannon Sharp, and they both say that Caitlin Clarke's teammates are not protecting her. Protect her from what, Matt Barnes? Protect her from what, Snow Bunny Shannon Sharp? She started the altercation. She hit the girl in the head. I do believe it was inadvertent. It was a basketball play. I don't think it was a dirty, cheap shot. But you still hit her, and the ref didn't call it. And then you trash talked her, and you got what you were looking for. So why are you calling on Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark's teammate, to be the plantation mammy of the WNBA and play bodyguard for Caitlin Clark? Time out. Aaliyah Boston is a National Player of the Year. Aaliyah Boston is a Olympic gold medalist. Aaliyah Boston is an NCAA champion. Aaliyah Boston has her own status and prestige in the WNBA. She's just as accomplished, if not more so, than Caitlin Clark. So why would you reduce her to being the on-court mammy whose new job now is not to play basketball, but to defend the privileged white girl, Caitlin Clark, from other black female athletes? It's not fair. And then we come to LeBron Buck Dancing James, LBJ. And then LeBron James gets on the internet and he basically tells the black women of the WNBA to chill out and relax. Caitlin Clark is the reason you guys are getting all this new attention. She's the reason that you guys are making more money. She's the reason attendance has picked up. She's the reason you guys are getting chartered flights. Well, guess what? I disagree with you, LeBron James, that because of Angel Reese, the Chicago Sky tickets have quadrupled in sale, that the stadium has quadrupled in attendance. Why is nobody talking about the Angel Reese effect? So you're telling me people are going to watch Angel Reese? Although Caitlin Clark does not play in Chicago, people are going to watch Angel Reese because Caitlin Clark is in the WNBA. That's not true. They're watching Angel Reese for Angel Reese.
All right, we're gonna stop it there, man. What y'all think about, is Dr. Umar right? Is he spitting facts? Starting with you, Slash.
I think he right. I do. I absolutely think he right. Especially when he, I ain't gonna say what he said, but you know what I'm saying. Like I think he right in a sense. You know what I'm saying. Why ain't they talk about the Angel Reeses and all this other stuff? Why they just talk about Caitlin Clark and all this other stuff? Like, but I hate that it's always got to boil down to the black and the white thing, man. It's always gonna be that. No matter what situation it is, it's always gonna be the black and the white thing, man. It's always gonna be that, bro. And that's what I
Yeah,
can't stand that goes on in life. It's like that, period. Everywhere you go in the workplace, no matter what workplace you in, you know what I'm saying? You go, you could work at a gas station and it's the same thing. Like people don't work as hard for you when you a black manager, but if they had a white manager, they gonna be doing everything they can do because they don't for some reason white people look down on black managers and they make black managers work harder for the position than they do a white manager. Why? I guess it's the black and the white thing. It's like that everywhere you go, bro. And it
yeah,
pisses me.
yeah. It's definitely crazy, man. I feel you. What about Mo? What you think?
Well, I'm gonna say it like this, man. He right. Motherfuckers, they out there cooning and shit. All them script read bitches and shit. Gotta follow the script.
Yeah,
I mean, goddamn. Hey, if they wanted to say something, man, other people would say she all that. Why is the black people standing up saying all this and that? But then they won't stand up for Angel Reese. You know. Then, like you said, Slash, it is black and white everywhere you go. I don't give a damn what they say. You know, it's always that division. Like you said, they don't respect black leaders and stuff like that because they feel you shouldn't be there. They like, who the hell is you to be talking to me like this? I'm white.
Yep.
I'm superior. Shouldn't be like that, but that's just how it is today.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I agree with Umar for sure. I'll send it back to y'all.
I
okay, man.
definitely 100% agree with him. My fault, cause I ain't mean to cut you off. Cause the reason why I agree with him and the reason why I brung up what I brung up about the whole workplace thing, cause I witnessed it with my own two eyes and my own body. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work every day, 16-hour days. I'm a manager, assistant manager at that, and I couldn't get nobody to help me whatsoever. These bras wouldn't do nothing for me. But I'm coming to work every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I experienced this firsthand of what I
Mhm.
said. You know what I'm saying? So I know that this Angel Reese thing is most likely a real thing, and they just like fuck it. Oh well.
You're right. Yeah, I get it, man. I think we all experience that too. You know what I mean? Nicole, what you think? You agree with Umar?
Yeah, I agree with Dr. Umar. I definitely like how Splashlight brought up the workplace because that is very true. Even from like the coworker side, like you could have like a coworker who is using their white privilege to like harass you. You could go to HR, you could report it to the boss, and if you did the same thing, you would have got
Yep.
fired. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But they gonna talk to him, but they're not gonna really hold them accountable. So I agree with him 100%, and I'm glad that he brought that up. And then in addition to that, I think sometimes as a black person, you can't like you can acknowledge the problem, but you also have to find like a solution, right? Because a lot of times I feel like as a black person, we just get frustrated and we just like we just like just dwell on the problem. If I was them, if I was in a league, I would do a meeting and be like, okay, well, none of the black girls in the um, you know, in the basketball league, like, don't even play for like 3 games straight, just like they did with the boycott. Just like Rosa Parks and stuff did with the boycott. If she hadn't did that, we wouldn't be able to ride the bus. We wouldn't be able to sit in the front. You know what I'm saying? But they had to take a stance. So like I think like you cannot control all the time how somebody treats you or responds to you, but you can definitely control how you act. Also, as a black person, like if you in the entertainment industry, like sports, you always have to know the business
Yeah.
side. You have to like start investing your money, saving your money. You know what I'm saying? Putting your money other places. A lot of times, as black people, we just like get so hyped up, about the opportunity that like we don't have any long-term goals. And I think that's part of the issue too, because what are you going to do after basketball? And then I also feel like there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. Like I do agree with you when you talk about it's always going to be the white and black thing because we don't control the narrative. But I also feel like it's a way to distract you from bigger pictures. Like they pass laws all the time in our sleep, and when they create laws, they don't have black people in mind. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like in Ohio, they might say, "Okay, well, you don't need your license to carry," but that doesn't apply to black people. They didn't have black people in mind when they created that law. So, as a black person, I personally feel like you should always dot your I's and cross your T's. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I definitely feel like it's unfortunate, but I feel like as black people, as a black community, acknowledge the problem, but start thinking about the solution. I would wait a couple of games. All the black women, okay, you got a problem with us. We jealous, we this, we that. We're not being properly represented. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you could do it without me, do it without me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you all that, then do it.
And I agree with that too, because I mean, I know a lot of people, we don't stand up and protest anymore for real stuff like that. Because if we stop playing, like they're going to lose a lot because, what they're going to get replacement players. Like, people stand and say, okay, well, y'all going to make it about her, then I'm not going to play. You know what I'm saying? Take that little pay cut right now, take that little hurt to make it better for the future. You know what I'm saying? We look at all the leaders before us. They made sacrifices to make things the way they are for us today. They died, they got beaten, they got when they went through the fire. They made that sacrifice to make things better for us, and it's like we won't do that for each other today. We just let things happen. We talk about it and just let it go by the wayside, and things don't get changed. But like you said,
Yes,
let
sir.
90% of the black women stop playing basketball. What are you going to do? You're going to have a bunch of it's going to be a real. It's already not the greatest product now. It's going to be even worse of a product. You know what I'm saying? And you got, just a bunch. It's going to look like the NBA was back when it first got started. Just a trash league. You did, what I'm saying? But if people would make a stand, things would change. They would have to change it because they would lose a lot of money, and they don't want to do that. But people, because they make the money and they're told what to do, they just go with the flow. Um, but with me, with Omar, Dr. Omar, Umar, I think I said his name right. Like I haven't watched too much of him. He have said some things that I didn't agree with, but I can definitely agree with him on this one. And like he's saying, he's not talking bad about Clark at all. Because you heard what he said in the beginning. It's not fair to her. And she's been quiet about a lot of this stuff. This is a media thing. This is out of her control. It's not fair for her to be put in that spotlight like this. You know what I'm saying? To perform at a level that she's not ready for. And then, how he talked about, Barkley and all them. And, you know what I mean? Like, I used to rock with Barkley and them, man. But, it's like, you guys are just going with the flow, saying whatever they tell y'all to say. You know what I'm saying? And like, you're building up someone that's not ready to be built up yet. She hasn't even been put through the fire. In order for you have to go through stuff in order to get strong. And like she is getting bullied by bigger women because she ain't physically able to compete. I mean, that's just what it is. And she has done a lot of flopping too. And like he said, like they blew up the situation with her getting shoulder checked, but nobody talked about the play before that when she did what she did, and she come down trash talking. You don't see them putting that up there. You ran your
Of course
mouth and
not.
you got it. You know what I mean?
Of course
Everybody's
not.
competing at a high level. So it's like, hey, emotions, and these are women. Emotions is running real high. Everybody's already mad that she's getting all this tension. I've been in this league for 5 years doing my thing, and nobody's been talking about me. But she come in and she's just hot thing. People already, like feeling some type of way, and like his shit's really messed up, man. But I can agree with him on this because he's saying some valid points. You know what I'm saying? And even with LeBron and all them, all these people like Brown said about Smith, man, they script reading people. They give them the script and they just go with it and they say and they run with it. You know what I'm saying? Just like Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp and all them say, oh, she should be on the Olympics. Why though? But these women on the panel, which y'all saying why? What's the point of having her sit the bench? You know what I'm saying? They're going to sell out Paris regardless if she's there or not. It's the Olympics. People are going to go for that. And she don't have
Yeah.
to be there. You know what I mean? You're talking about building up the league. That's the United States League. You're talking about building up the WNBA, not the Olympics. That's already going to be built up. And why does she has to be there in order for if she's the face of the league? You can put her face up on the stands, like the face of the league in Paris. You don't actually have to be on the team. Her name is what's selling stuff. So just use her name. She don't physically got to be there. Right now, with us talking about her, she ain't here with us, but I mean, her name is bringing a lot of attention. You know what I'm saying? And then we talk about Angel Reese. Angel Reese is doing a lot for the Sky too. They selling out as well. She's doing her thing, but you ain't hearing about this. It's all about Caitlin Clark, and that's what you slash. You talking about the black and white thing is really. I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really didn't want to deal with this topic, but it's a hot topic. We got to touch on it.
Man,
So yeah,
unfortunately, we
I
got to
agree.
deal with it because we the media and shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm
Some point we're the bottom of the barrel. Hey, we the B media, the bottom of the barrel
right.
media.
Hey, I got something to say.
Hey, yeah, go ahead.
Yes, yes, I got something to say. With Nicole, you made a point. If they stuck together, they could stop a lot. But that shit ain't gonna happen. Look what they did to Kyrie and all them brothers. None of them stood by him. He lost
Right.
money, slave mentality. They was like, "Oh shit, he getting ready to get hit with the whip." Oh shit, they ain't give a damn. And that brother still gave money to the WNBA players who wasn't making money. Who was losing. So that shit until we change our mentality, ain't none of that shit gonna happen. Back to y'all.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right,
No, I mean I agree with that. I agree with that. It's like even if because at the end of the day you can't escape you, right? Like you got to live with you 100%. And so and I agree with you. So thank you Mo for saying that, but at the end of the day, your morals, your values and your integrity. There's been a lot of times where I don't stick up for myself. I don't stick up for like other people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And to your point, you don't have that support. But I sleep like a baby at night because of my integrity, because of my character, because Jesus Christ got my back. And God can fight your battles better than anybody because a lot of times people don't understand that when you attack a child of God, you are attacking God. So like, I pray for my
That's,
enemies. I really
and,
do. Like I don't be wishing bad on nobody. One, because I don't want to knock my blessings. And two, because he can get them way better than I ever can. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? So it's like even, because a lot of times black people get stuck, like black people get angry, like even when they play the movie Roots, right? I'm like, why are they playing the movie
yeah.
Roots? Like
Stop
how does
playing
this
that
benefit
stuff.
us, right? And that's to keep you stuck.
Mhm.
That's to keep you stuck. That's to keep you mad. That's to keep you
Right.
angry. That's to keep the white and black situation going on. So you go smoke something, you go drink something. Like it's one thing to have fun and it's your birthday or whatever, but to be codependent on it, like you smoking weed, like it's cigarettes and all of this, so you can self-destruct, so you don't maximize your full potential, because we all have purpose. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of times as Black people, it's okay to talk about stuff, it's okay to acknowledge it, it's okay to be self-aware, but at what point do we focus on the solution? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, okay, these girls, they're an opportunity to meet other people and network. Create your own media platform. Get somebody to put you out there and post your own videos, and have somebody come and record your games and post shorts on your behalf to put you out there, to get you marketing deals, to get you endorsements. Stop relying on somebody to give you an opportunity, and create your own opportunities. Become an entrepreneur. Yeah, you a
Hmm.
basketball player, but what do you have on the outside of that? Sell makeup. Look at Rihanna. Rihanna made her money not from music, but from Fendi, from makeup, all these things. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It wasn't like she was just doing her Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston, where she could just, make this money for her lifetime. Mariah Carey don't have to come out with another album. Whitney, God rest her soul, she didn't have to come out with another album. Janet Jackson don't have to come out. Like, those are icons, those are legends. But a lot of people are not on that level. You get what I'm saying? And so what I mean by that is Black people need to start focusing on the money, follow the money, learn the business side. Because if you're working every day, right? And somebody's mistreating you, but you sleep better at night when you're doing things outside of work. If you got all your eggs in one bag, it's kind of like if somebody cheating, right? Like, can we be real? Can we have a real, like, if you in one relationship, and I'm faithful, so this is just, it is what it is. We're grown.
But
but but like, say you married and you got a mistress. If your wife tell you she not gonna give you none,
she ain't my
before you
wife.
would have been like, oh my God, she tripping. But you gonna be like, you might even be nice to her and be like, all right, babe, and you run off and do your own thing and come home. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of this anger, a lot of this frustration is because you don't have anything else going on. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Hey, I heard.
I mean, I just had to be
Look,
messy for you. You
hey, Nicole, you were saying about morals and everything and how you sleep good. That's somebody that got good common sense and good morals. But Steve and they now, they sleep good, but they all about the money. So you got to be about your money, but you got to be passionate. You got to have a soul, man. You can't chase the money. You got to
Yeah.
want it, but the money is the main thing. You got to do it from the heart, and then the money gonna come.
And it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that, Mo. I ain't mean to cut you off,
yeah,
but I was about to say that too, Nicole. You can't. I mean, you follow the money, and but do it for the right thing. Like Stephen A. Smith and all they're talking about is the money. Oh, they should do this for the money. Put her in there for the money. I get it for the
because they
marketing
puppets.
standpoint, but
Because they
or
puppets.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because he was saying like, if she gets there, we make money and they make money. So they're looking at money,
Yep.
and he like, man,
Yeah.
he
Because they
like people
puppets.
get sacrificed all the time. You're not even caring about people's feelings. You don't even have a
Oh.
soul at this point. You just out here saying this and building it up because they tell you to say it, and that's why I be up and down and more down with Stephen A. Smith than up because like I said, he can say some real stuff at times, and then other times it's like, who are you,
He
bro?
back
You're
on
like, are
script.
you the real? You the real nigga or you the house nigga? You know what I'm saying? Are you Samuel Jackson of the Django or you
He
Jamie
the other
Foxx?
one. He the second one. He is definitely the second one.
All day long.
But
Motherfucker
yeah,
ain't never changed.
Thank you for watching Out the Pocket Sports with the Truth and TA Slash. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment, and share the video.
It's my word to the family. I know it's been hard, but through it all, man, I promise we gon' ball.